Hello. 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 Why isn't the camera working? Oh, I did something wrong. That is tiny. I know no viewers as of yet, apart from me, but time to figure out how this test stream works. Maybe you guys let me know about the voice. Yay, there we go. Don't worry, I will get with a tech advisor with some help with the screen. Oh, today we're going to be doing a blah blah blah. Yep, it's too early in the morning for this. Going to be doing Space Marine. I don't know what colors. Might just do beautiful, beautiful Space Wolves. Just 'cause I got the paint really handy for it. And yes, I am going to annoy you guys and go straight from the pot. So we'll grab trusty. We're going to kick it old school, do it all by hand. And yes, I will do something better for the lights and for the tripod. Like I said, this is just a test stream, because come May, it's gonna be mantic. And by that I mean I am gonna try to do a live stream every day during the month of May to get my dead zone built and painted. And for all of you who are probably going to complain about me using straight from the pot, I have pre-thinned this because I've used this lots and lots of times with the airbrush. So this is straight from the pot but pre-thinned. Just because I know how many people hate straight from the pots, and we're not in the 90s. We have better technology to teach us all on basically how to paint. I remember when I started, we didn't prime models. You had a gap, you just slapped extra paint in it. No glue, no problem. You just sit there, put a thick layer of paint on the base, flock it. That's all we had. Just flock. Fancy people use dirt and other stuff. But you go to the mid 90s, early 90s Golden Demon winners, most of them is just flock on the bases. The really, really fancy ones had other materials, which most of us didn't learn until the internet came around. But yes, I probably will be asking some people in the near future on setups. I might try my smaller tripod for this beautiful beast. Try to get closer to action. But for a test stream, all there is to learn. I don't even know if I primed this guy. Doesn't. Yeah, I did. But yes, once I get camera angles figured out, or start using my phone. This should, well, depending on if I can figure out how to zoom on this. But like I said, right now, this is a test. Test, 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 test. We'll do music, but it's early in the morning, and I already got a noise complaint from a neighbor for playing patriotic American music in England. Played a bunch of country music, and they complained to the council, and it wasn't even that loud. But they want to be, I'm just going to be a D right back, but not break any rules or anything. Because when the council complained, they said it was, when we called to find out when the offense was, they said it was offensive music with lots of swearing, and their kids heard it. And I sat there and told the council they can come over. I can show them my laptop, which has all the music I listen to while I'm on YouTube. And I was playing no music with swearing. For the day I do, it's going to be Elstorm. And for those of you who listen, will know the Anchor song and which one I mean. Because it is hilarious and heavy on the swearing. But that's once I start getting council on my side and call them racist. And I'm doing this early in the mornings because, ooh, what is this? Ooh, we have a new subscriber. Hey, Mr. Smith. Yeah, you have one viewer. But yes, early morning because all the monsters are still asleep. I'm refusing to wake them up just because all of us who have kids and have more than one kid, I'm not one kid people do know what it is, but when you have multiple kids and all they want to do is fight, 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 and that's all you hear. Hence the reason why my videos haven't come out yet, because all you hear in the background are the kids fighting and arguing, and I haven't had time to do a voiceover and learn how to do the voiceovers because I am running a 6-year-old program. And now I'm at 100 subs. Thank you, Mr. Smith, who should be working, but I don't care. Ooh, and Mr. Pickle's here too. Okay, my computer's lying. My computer only says I have one viewer. And how is the chat room this morning? Ooh, Mr. Canis is on, or Canis, or just Loopy. There we go. Base color. If we're doing this at a weird angle, like I said, I'll get this thing fixed, and we'll get a better viewing system. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Professional camera zooming. Yay. But I am going to go do old school colors with new school. Okay. I turned the mic down a bit. Is that better? Just let me know. Let's see. We are going to go. I think it's this one. Yeah. The old colors. Where was that bluish color on GW? Before they changed to this grayish color. Ooh. Is that better for the sound, guys? Gotta remember, I'm in my garden and it's lots of people still haven't woken up yet. Mainly my kids. So that's why I'm doing it this early, so you don't constantly hear knocking. Yeah, it's what happens when you have a 15-year-old chair, Mr. Smith. I've got my cushions set up in it that I'm refusing to buy a new one. Oh no, I know which color it was. Oh well, we'll use this one. The color I was thinking of is the OGW Space Wolf Gray, which I have running around somewhere, but I'll try not to move from Mr. Smith so he doesn't hear my squeaky chair. That is older than 3 of my kids. Yeah, that's alright, Pickle. That's why you should go back to home, working from home. Yeah, this color's not gonna go. That is too white. So, alright. Sorry for the ears. I'll mute while I move. I found it. Space Wolf Gray, the old color. Which I don't think I have pre-thinned, so we'll thin in the pot. Ooh, Mr. DeBunka. Is it just Bunka or the whole family watching? Nope. I have no idea where that color I used a while back went to. Alright, so we're going nowadays color scheme, and now just have to find that. Be right back. And I forgot to unmute myself. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm test streaming. I will learn all this stuff and get a better setup. I was going on about the old bluish gray we used to have on Space Wolves back in the day before they changed schemes, and saying that a lot of us who've been doing this from the 90s or so and have a lot of the older colors, or just have a buttload of colors, don't know where we put half the stuff. So I wanted to do that scheme but couldn't find it. So now we did the Fang. I'm doing rust gray because I think that's the next step. I can't remember. It's one of the paints I've never marked on the top because I used to mark them. I have some that have ones, twos, and three. Well, twos and threes, so I know which setup on the layers. I did like it when GW changed over to Reaper style, where you had the three colors. You had the base color, the shadow, which is the base color, and then you had the highlight color. But instead of doing it Reaper style of having highlight, basic, like dark skin tone, dark shadow, then dark highlight. You went the other way around first. Reapers always did the base color, then upgraded and shadowed. That, well, I didn't start doing Space Wolves till about Stormclaw. Just because that's when GW started, ooh, let's give you a shitload of models at a decent price, and if you went to buy them individually, you'll spend more than you should. So that was what, Stormclaw, Deathstorm. Even though it's not that long ago they released it, it does feel like a good time. But I will say my old favorite GW paint was, nope, not Bleach Bone. Oh, what was it called? Ice Blue. That's what I used to do my old non-Blood Angels army that I created myself back in the day. But back then, never, like I said earlier, we didn't prime. We didn't really do anything. Or our priming was Skull White, paint that on, and then go paint other colors on top of the Skull White. No thinning, no nothing. So if we had this back then, before the thinning wars came out, nobody complained about straight from the pot. Ooh, somebody who's been doing it longer than I have. I would have done it during Rogue Trader, but I would have been a little young and I wasn't in England at the time. I think I was in Germany when Rogue Trader came out. Back when GW was exclusive, sold in England. What was it, mid-90s, Lupus, when GW stores starting to open up in around the world? I'm only asking you, could you, by the sounds of it, been in 5-10 years longer than I have. I started on 2nd edition. Back when you can have cardboard cutouts in your army at tournaments. Games Day was a 2-day event where it was basically tournament games and the Golden Demon. Not like how it became today. I think last one I went was 2013. And then that was basically look at our new toys, buy our new toys, and painting contest. But if you want to win, you have to paint something that came out in the past month or two. Okay. Oh, see, I wasn't even alive then, Lupus. I think 1974. I'm trying to think. Yep, wasn't even a thought in somebody's head. Everybody has a misspent youth. But back then we got away with that a lot more than what you do now. Nowadays misspent youth get caught more because of social medias. Dude, let's go do something stupid, like go rob somebody and let's film it on Facebook. Alright. We are now going to do the yellow once I find it, because this wasn't the original plan. I was going to do witches. I sat down, I looked at them, and just couldn't be bothered to paint them for this test stream. Ooh, found the yellow. And we're going old school style. There we go. I know yellow is a base color, but or Everland Sunset is a base, but I still prefer putting a shade of brown down before I do my yellows. And I think I still do it with the gold, even though most of the gold I use is airbrush ready and goes straight on black. But I think that's just old habits for me. Let's paint it. But so we'll go 2000 when I started learning a lot more, because one, I had a car, and two, able to go to Games Workshop and stuff. No, that's not my way of saying Lupus is really old. Alright, you two kids start behaving. But yes, the witches were going to be for this. I built them, primed them, got psyched to do them, sat down, got ready to do them. I was like, no, not doing it. Hey, we're not going with the teeth remarks. Some of us went the orc way and took them out to buy shiny things. Where's my... Yeah, he is. Alright, there we go. All the yellow's been blocked in brown. Eep. My brush is splitting. Ooh. And just finished the last of my Chocochino caramels. Yes, the yellow I'm using straight from the pot. Hasn't been thin whatsoever, but this is one of GW's really, really bad batches when they brought out the new paints, where this base yellow was basically way too thin, and unfortunately it was airbrush ready as well. And then you had Flash Gets Yellow, which I think was the next level, and that bad boy was thicker, had the consistency of a base color. Where does it tell? Wow, I've been going on 40 minutes rambling. But like I said, this is test stream. Come May, I am doing live streams every day for Dead Zone. Just because I had it since Kickstarter, it's been sitting around, and my girlfriend found it and told me I have to paint it or I'm not allowed to buy new things. So I am setting myself a May challenge. Because I blame this whole isolation, lockdown, I'm not allowed to buy new things because she has found stuff that she didn't realize I had. And like I said, I found stuff I didn't even realize I've had. Or stuff I thought I gave away to friends and stuff. Like I found a box full of all my old second edition GW paints. Luckily they're in the attic, so she hasn't seen those. She just seen the 200 plus paints I have in my shed. And then yesterday she sat there because we got a new kitchen rug. She told me to grab the old one, put it in my shed. So I had to spend 5 hours resetting this place up for that. And then she's like, how do you put all that stuff in the shed? And I told her, you guys stay out of it. It's all fine. That's okay, Lupus. I have a lot more stuff, but it's in the attic. She doesn't go up there, so she won't know about the 50 other board games I have up there from my addiction I had when I was single. Alright, what am I doing next? Yellow's done. Silver. I will be more organized in May. I will say this. Where is my go-to silver? Is it? Nope. Nope. That one. Okay. Oh. Dab, 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 dab. Silver skull instead of a gold skull on the backpack, because, yeah, I'm not going to go searching for that. And just for you, Mr. Debunka, it's not drilled out, because I refuse to drill them out for my own personal amusements. Alright, see you later, Mr. Smith. Glad you can join us. Yeah, we'll do the whole hilt. Everything on the... There we go. Silver all done. Yeah, I can't be bothered with that. That's a questionable... Some people complain about it not being silver. Some complain about it. That's too nerdy for me. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna call that a day for now. Thanks for tuning in, joining in the fun. I will see you later, Mr. Canis, Mr. Debunka. I think that is everybody who is in the chat now. Later, guys.